So now, basically, we know that Darwinism is not a science; it is another set of imagination. And we also learn that cell exists. There are many parts. Without those parts, cell cannot exist. So there is no evolution based on one cell. We also have learned that mutation only damages DNA. And we also know that there is an embryonic age. So from embryonic age, the scientists can study that this evolution that is supposed to create a tree-like structure of evolution, but it did not was like that. So there can be many other questions. Leave yourself. You are free to ask. We have here microphones.
好，而家剩低嘅時間咧，就係俾大家問題。大家有冇問題請隨便舉手，唔好客氣。時間冇幾多下啦，唔舉就冇啦。係咪？得對住講近啲。
I would like to ask, how would you explain like I agree with what you said, how would you explain the many different races and different races among humans today, if not a type of evolution?
Okay. This is a well-known factor which is called variation in the genetics. Variation means different combination of already existing genetic information. So for example, there are at least 3 genes which control the colors of the human skin. There are probably more than that. And different combination of already existing genetic information. I want you to pay attention here. Of already existing genetic information, which has been existing from the very beginning, generates different human races, or different dogs, for example. Smaller dogs, larger dogs, German Shepherd, Danova, Terriers. They are all caused by different combination of already existing genetic information. However, this genetic information has been existing from the very beginning, from the first man, Adam alayhi salam and his wife. And different combination generates different human races, but this is not evolution, because evolution requires new genetic information, which has not been existing before. Brand new genes, brand new proteins, brand new organs, brand new species. But this is genetically impossible scientifically, because Allah created only copying mechanisms in the DNA. There are copying mechanisms which copy the DNA. But there is no mechanism which can generate brand new genetic information, brand new genes. There is no such mechanism. Genes are extremely complex structures. And there is no mechanism which can add new genes which is required by the evolution. There is no such mechanism. There is no evolution.
個問題就話咧，咁點解人有咁多種即係人種有唔同顏色啊、皮膚啊，又有高度啊等等咁樣？咁當中 Doctor 佢解釋嘅就話咧，呢個最主要第一點咧就係基因咧譬如以顏色嘅皮膚嘅顏色嚟講咧，都有一啲基因唔同嘅一啲嘅配搭而產生唔同嘅顏色嘅深淺啊等等咁樣，所以咧就唔同嘅皮膚咧嘅出現咧，唔係代表咗有啲新嘅基因嘅資料嘅產生，只不過就係有嗰啲基因本來已經存在喺第一個人嗰度㗎啦，只不過嗰啲後代佢哋出現嘅時候咧，嗰啲基因嘅配搭唔同啫。你要知得到咧，基因係一個好複雜嘅分子嚟，咁佢裏邊咧再複製嘅時候咧，咁於是你有新嘅品種出現嘅時候，但係又並冇一啲新嘅基因嘅資料出現嘅，咁所以咧呢個就並唔係話創新咗一啲新嘅基因出嚟。
Another question?
So I don't regarding, referring to back to the first question. Then I just find out that like when God created the creatures, so this means that especially for the vertebrate human beings or the animals, then he will has to. I'm sorry, I used he, but the God will has to create by one male structure and then one female structure in order to let them to keep going, or just by some one feature and then whatever doing the kind of
Okay.
mechanism to
All right.
generate.
There is an order of creation, and we know this from the fossil record. First, a single bacteria was created 3.5 billion years ago, and it is a cyanobacteria fossil which was found in the Australia-Turk region. And this is a bacteria which we still have today, cyanobacteria, which can do photosynthesis, a very complex structure, which can do photosynthesis, which cannot be even duplicated in the laboratories, modern laboratories today. And it appears all at once and fully formed. That is a very powerful evidence for creation. Then Allah created the marine animals in the seas. And that happened about 540 million years ago during the Cambrian period. Then Allah created, we know this from the fossil record, the land animals. And at the end of the creation, Allah created the human beings. And the way human beings were created, and this is also stated in the Quran, and that Adam was first created, and Allah created, Allah says, from out of clay. But Allah does not need any cause, since Allah can create anything from out of nothingness. In fact, we know this from, for example, Big Bang. Through Big Bang, the entire universe, matter, time, and space, this is an accepted physical fact today, was created out of nothingness. So Allah created Adam out of the mud, which was given shape by Allah, and breathed his soul. The soul, the existence of the soul in the human beings, is a technical fact. And I'll explain you why. You know, everybody knows we can see. And this is a technical explanation, the scientific explanation. The way we see is, there are photons outside. Photons are very small energy particles which are emitted by the atoms. So the photons are emitted by the atoms and come into the contact in our eye with the nerve cells, retinal cells. But because of the structure of the atoms, 99% of the atoms are nothingness, and there is complete darkness. That means there is no light outside, there is no color outside. This is a well-known fact about the structure of the atoms. So the sun is completely dark. There is no light. The photons, whenever they hit the proteins in the retina, they are converted to electric signals. So the eye itself is blind. I cannot see. The eye only converts photons into electric signals. In our brain, there is complete darkness, but only electric signals travel to the center of vision. The same is true for hearing. There is no sound outside, but there is only vibration of the air molecules, and which are converted to electric signals and converted in our brain, interpreted as sound, human sound or musical sound. So is touch, hearing or smell. So our hands cannot touch anything, cannot feel anything, but it is felt in the brain. In a very small area of the brain, we can see, we can hear, we can touch, and we can smell. We are only in direct contact with our perceptions in our mind. But there is no color outside, there is no sound outside, there is no smell outside. In reality, this is a technical fact. So of course, and the question follows, what is the being in the brain? Who is that being, or what is that being, which can see without an eye, which can hear without an ear, and which can smell without a nose, and which can touch without a hand? And that is explained as our souls. The atoms of the brain consists of atoms. Atoms cannot feel other atoms. Atoms cannot see other atoms. There must be an inner being, and that is explained in the Quran by Allah, because Allah is the creator of everything. That is the soul of the human beings. But we cannot perceive comprehend what a soul is, because it is beyond matter. It is beyond Darwinism and materialism. It completely eliminates Darwinism and materialism because it is not a matter, the existence of the soul. But the existence of the soul is a technical fact because we can think, we can judge, we can be happy, and we can talk, and we can build civilizations that refers to the factual existence of the soul, which defeats Darwinism and materialism completely. So by creation of the atom, the first human being, Allah created the first human being out of the mud and breathed his soul. And this is a proven technical fact. We know this today scientifically.
個問題問咧就係話，上主做人嘅時候，或者做各種生物嘅時候咧，係咪做男女一齊定點樣嘅咧，先令到佢哋能夠咧繼續繁殖咧咁樣？個問題係咁上下，係咁咧就個答案好長好複雜啊！我睇下有冇辦法綜合啊。佢就話咧，第一咧根據嗰個化石嗰個記錄咧，第一由寒武紀開始，砰一聲，突然間從冇生物，突然間出現咗好多種嘅生物出嚟。再者咧就係、初之後咧有人出現，咁呢個就係一個化石嘅記錄嚟。而古蘭經講就話咧，真主創造人，佢創造男人先，就話咧創造人係從呢個泥土嗰度嚟，然後佢將佢嘅靈吹入去佢裏邊嚟。咁呢就話咧就係、其實真主唔需要有任何嘅誘因都可以創造其他東西。譬如我哋話咧宇宙大爆炸，就嘣一聲從冇突然間彈咗好多嘢出嚟。呢個咧都現在係科學上面接受嘅。好啦，講翻創造亞當，佢就話佢將個靈吹入佢身體裏邊嘅時候，靈魂係一啲乜嘢東西嚟咧？其實你係好難去揣摩，但係咧實際上你係可以理解得到嘅。譬如舉個例，就係、我哋而家見到嘢咁先算啦。見到嘢係因為咧有啲光嘅粒子，嗰啲光嘅粒子咧去到我哋嘅眼睛嗰度。佢咧刺激到我哋嘅瞳孔後邊嘅嗰個角膜，然後嗰個角膜刺激到佢咧就產生咗一啲電能咧，然後咧就刺激到個腦裏邊某個地方，於是我哋感覺到感光，但係嗰啲光係去唔到個腦嗰度嘅。你打開個腦嗰啲細胞嗰個腦，實際上咧係黑掹掹冇光去到嘅，但係你就感覺到有光。同樣你嗰條脷感覺到有味覺，你感覺到味覺嘅時候，個腦實際上嗰啲酸嘢等等咧，個腦就冇呢啲味道嘅。你聽到有聲音，但係嗰啲聲音去唔到個腦度，但係個腦會聽到聲音。人會有喜樂等等呢啲情緒等等，呢啲一再證明咗就係、有啲東西我哋係冇辦法用實證嘅，但係佢唔存在嘅時候，所有你所講嘅呢啲嘅感官啊等等咧，都唔能夠生存。譬如一個屍體咧，你發覺佢係完全冇呢啲咁嘅感覺嘅，咁就係在於嗰個嘅靈魂。所以咧，第一呢一點咧係既係好難捉摸之餘咧，但係我哋係好難否定得到嘅。所以咧我哋從科學嘅話咧睇得到就係進化論話呢個世界撞彩撞翻嚟，或者咧就係嗰個蛋白質自然出嚟嘅話咧，呢個係根本係冇可能嘅。但係咧伊斯蘭或者喺《古蘭經》所講嘅話，主宰創造呢個世界從冇到有，呢個咧喺我哋今日嘅科學嚟講咧係可以即係合理嘅。有冇其他問題？唔好客氣啊嗱，好難。